It's a colorful town, a hotbed of hoops and hip-hop, historically divided into the flatlands and the hills. Oaktown sports one of the most diverse populations in the country.
My body is a cage. That keeps me from dancing with the one I love.
Often dismissed as a gritty concrete jungle, the bright side of the bay is home to a thriving music and art scene. And from the wildlife sanctuary of Lake Merritt to the serene landscapes of Joaquin Miller Park, there's more to this city than you may have heard. So listen up, folks. This is Oakland. Hey, we're John and Mike, brothers who are die-hard football fans on a mission to do the unthinkable. Tailgate 32 pro football games in 17 weeks, all in an RV. Each team's city has its own style and traditions, and we're gonna try them all. We'll dine, drive, and discover what it takes to be the ultimate football tailgate. This is Tailgate 32. It's far too early, and we haven't yet had our coffee. We met up with Kingsford Kirk from the Bad Boyz of Barbecue, and we headed down to the Fisherman's Wharf to pick up some fresh seafood.
Not too many people get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and drive to go get
fish.
Seafood.
So what are we getting today?
We're gonna get oysters and salmon.
Oh wow. We're gonna fill this with seafood, then we're gonna eat it. You do this every home game?
Every home game. What's going on, Steve? What's up, Kirk? How are you? What S&M? What it stands for Steve and Mike. You never get S&M. What kind of fish are those?
Who's that ugly guy? Yeah, what's that?
You can kind of tell from down here quite a bit.
How many people we're gonna feed this Sunday?
This Sunday looks like a big one. We're probably going to be knocking on about 200. The oysters we're going to get were harvested up in Washington State on Wednesday morning. So Friday morning I've got them. The only way I'm going to get them fresher is if I go get them myself. We have 240 oysters in here. There we go. Here's the salmon fillets going in.
Oh wow.
We prefer them skin on, and that's...
You cook them that way?
Yeah, right on the grill.
Kurt loves oysters.
Let me give you a better one. All right.
That's good stuff.
Very shall do.
Not bad, huh?
Delicious, though. Every town has that one joint, the place where the fans gather even on the off days. Here, that bar is Ricky's.
We get to Oakland and we were told, gotta come here before a game. Tell us a little about the bar you got here, about your place.
My dad started in the bar business in 1946 in another location. We moved here in 1962. We've been Raider fans forever, even the 13 years in LA. We never said LA, always Oakland Raiders. So this was an ongoing thing. I have Japanese Raider fans coming from Japan, English Raider fans are coming from England, and just everywhere. Besides all the fans, I get ex-players, I have the Raiderettes here tonight. You see people as a young kid, and then you see him later on when he brings his kids.
Yeah.
So he says, man, time flies.
Based on what we found at Ricky's, we mentally prepared ourselves for what could possibly be the tailgate of the season. This was exactly what we were looking for.
Good to see you guys.
We met up with Super Bowl champion Greg Townsend to talk about the special relationship Raiders players have with their fans.
Thank you for having us, man. This is where my home is.
Did you have much of an opportunity to interact with fans then? What was the experience like?
Back in those days, we didn't have this private parking thing. Our parking was amongst the fans. So yeah, it was time when you get out your car, they walking with you to the gate and telling you all what you need to do for the game and things like that. And you just tell them, make sure you have a cold one ready for me after the game. Don't worry about that. I'll take care of my business. You take care of yours. That type of deal. So it was really, really nice and neat for that.
nothing like the perceived image that we have. We're not thugs, we're not villains, we're not going to kill you. One family, 8,500 parking spaces, a barbecue. We got rotisserie Ron over here. He's been shucking and jiving all day long. So he's our oyster extraordinaire. This is a pot of garlic butter.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get this
Man,
actually.
you know what? These things are so fresh. Cheers.
Now I know why we get up at 5 in the morning. Yeah, just have a double.
Get two, I'm just going to have some damn thing.
Have a double.
If this doesn't put lead in your pencil, nothing will. Hey, Smokey Pete, what are we cutting over here? No, these are rib tips. They're not ribs, these are called rib tips. This is something new I came across, and he's got such a phenomenal flavor. Try this. This is our spicy Thai marinated rib. A lot of people want to know. They say, you know, when you guys barbecue, how come you never use barbecue sauce? If you get it right and you got your flavors right, you don't need barbecue sauce. These flavors, these have been marinating for probably 48 plus hours.
Mike and I made our ceremonial trip around the stadium lots to see the finest Oakland had to offer.
We call it like a neighborhood. And we have the Black Hole Tailgate. And then we have those guys that have handicap park, they all tailgate together. There's these little neighborhoods. It's like we have a whole country and everything is a little city. And so when people need to come find me, they know exactly where to go. Right here.
Right in this spot, right here.
Right here. Back in the day, what we used to do, if you wanted to become part of the Black Hole, you would get baptized.
What's a black hole baptism look like?
Well, we would pour beer on you. What's welcomed is if you do decide to become a theme super fan, find a nice theme. Find a theme that nobody's taken. Anything that you can go down and buy at the store and say, okay, that's $10, that's $15, and just glue it on. We don't like that.
All right.
Develop your own character.
Their outfits are scary, and these hardcore fans play their characters really well. But I think the bark here is a little bigger than the bite. Between the gorilla suits, the endless amounts of amazing seafood, and the generous people, we thought Raider Nation had some of the best fans in the league. Now we're setting off on another marathon drive, this time cutting through the Rockies. It's time to bundle up as we make our way to Minnesota.